Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Z here, and I just first want to say that I've been really busy with work and life, and so I haven't really had time to make any videos actually in the past year, and I do apologize about that. It just, when work and life get in the way, it's just very hard to sort of dedicate time to make videos. But I still do want to make videos. It's just, again, it's just really hard to dedicate time, but anytime I do have free time, I will try to make some videos. And this is one video that I always wanted to make for a while now. I just wanted to give you guys an update on my Logitech G305. So this is still my primary mouse. I use this for pretty much everything. Primarily, I use this for just right now, these days, I've used this for browsing the net, for work, for, if I'm doing some minor gaming, then I'll use this mouse, the G305. This is probably one of the best mice I've ever used, just because it's an overall, it's an overall mouse for pretty much everything, in my opinion. One of the main things that I like about this mouse is the battery, the replaceable battery. So when you're done, which the battery lasts for about 1 year, more or less, give or take, depending on how much you use it. Of course, it could, if you're using it for a lot of gaming, probably 6 months. But I've been using this not so much for gaming, just for work, for browsing. And I would say around 6 months, a year. No, probably a year, 8 months. Yeah, hard to sort of gauge, but it's a long time since my last battery replacement. But anyway, this mouse is really good. It's inexpensive. It's around $30 right now on Amazon.com, and the only crappy thing about this that I can think of, but I'm pretty certain that this applies to all Logitech mice, is the switches that are inside. So underneath these buttons, you have these soldered on switches that kind of look like this. Actually, they are this. This particular one is the Omron. This is an Omron switch that is inside this mouse. There's a few of them. These go bad after about, what is it, like 12,000 actuations? I'm not really sure, but I've had to replace this after about 1.5 years on this Logitech G305 twice. So the first time it happened on the left button, the second time it happened on the right button. So I had to have some soldering skills. I had to open this up and solder out the old switch, which is this one, and then put in a new one, which is the Kale switches, which I bought off AliExpress. They're about $1 each, or maybe even cheaper, I don't remember. But you could get them for even cheaper. And these are solid switches. And as you can tell, they're transparent. So they look nicer too, actually, in my opinion. So I've had to open this up twice already, replace the switches in them. And again, I'm pretty sure this is, this applies to all Logitech mice. So again, opened it up, as you can tell by the feet, which I do plan on getting replacement pads. I just haven't had the time to do it, but I'll have links in the description below if you plan on doing this yourself, if you have soldering skills. If you don't have soldering skills, I don't recommend doing it yourself, just because you might just destroy your mouse completely. But if you know someone that has soldering skills, then I'd recommend getting this done. Switching out your switches. Again, this is a Kale switch. K, it's spelled it. Let me see if I can show you guys what it looks like. Get an angle. K-A-I-L-H. And these have quite a lot of actuations. I've never had to replace one of these so far, and I've used one of these before I switched to other Omron that was in here. I used this for about, since 2022, I think, and now it's what, 2025. Yeah, so I've used it for a while, never had to replace it. And this button here, as you can tell, the mat is kind of turning shiny. That's how you know I use this mouse a lot. But yeah, so I replaced that one, and still good, still going strong. Great mouse. Again, I'm gonna get some pad replacements on Amazon. If you guys were looking to get some yourself, I'll have a link in the description below. Again, if you plan on doing this yourself, which I don't recommend unless you do have soldering skills or you plan on you know, taking that risk. If you're okay with taking that risk, and you'll be switching out the Omron switches. You'll be replacing the Omron switches with something like the Kale switch. They have some other ones too. The actual feel of these buttons is a little bit, it's a drop harder to push, if you ask me. It's a drop harder, but for me it's perfect, it's fine. They also have some silent switches you can buy. There's so many different types of switches that you can buy in this format. So it really depends on your preference. Just make sure if you are getting any switches on AliExpress, make sure they have a lot of actuations within them. And you know what, I might have said this is 12,000, which is ridiculous. It's probably way higher than that, but I don't remember. I just remember that it didn't last very long. They kind of stopped functioning properly, and then you got to push really, really hard down on the button, and then yeah, it's not ideal to continue using a mouse that has faulty switch buttons after, you know, when they stop functioning properly. But anyway, that's my update on the Logitech G305. If you guys were interested in purchasing this mouse, I'll have links in the description below. They have white ones, black ones, and I'm pretty sure they might have like a light baby blue one. Not 100% sure, but yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just want to give you an update on that, and I'll have some more videos in the future. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy watching it. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you later.